Hello, namaste, dear ones. I am Mrs. Louv MD, 1111 Awakening. Before we begin, go ahead and like and subscribe, and feel free to comment below. During the separation of twin flames, or the divine feminine from the divine masculine, which is commonly known as the runner and the chaser, or the balancer or the stayer, you can experience a deep emotional heartache that just doesn't really go away. It's like there's a deep wound inside, like a part of you has been ripped out and taken away. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be this way. You can overcome these feelings. We need to understand that when we're not aligned with ourselves, we're not aligned with our path. We're not aligned with our divine masculine. One of the most frequent things that blocks most people within a twin flame union is the wounded inner child. Twin flames reflect each other and show everything that isn't healed within us. So if you think to just the process of being within relationships, having been able to really mesh and just have this unexplainable connection, a lot of times you both really mirror a lot of things that have been suppressed. And this is necessary because it's within yourselves that you're able to both heal individually and collectively. Basically, our inner child represents our first original self that entered into this world. It contains our ability to experience sensitivity, joy, innocence, and wonder. Unfortunately, though, we live in a society that forces us to hold back our inner child and to just really grow up. Most of us look like adults, we act like grown-ups, and our age signifies that we're an adult, but on the inside we can still feel a stagnation of our inner child. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Actually, the truth of the matter is that while most adults physically grow up, they never quite reach emotional or psychological or spiritual adulthood. So basically, the majority of grown-ups are not really adults at all, which can leave most people in a state of childlike traumas and fears that intensify into the unconscious mind for decades. And so within this really intimate relationship that you find yourself in, and during this process of being separated and healing, you'll realize that the whole time you may have been pointing your finger at your twin, at your soulmate, at your divine masculine, of what they have done wrong. Think about the things that were triggered, because more than likely it's a mirror to let you know what you need to heal. And vice versa goes for your counterpart that's away from you. So our inner child is made of memories and experiences. We see through our own personal lens of perception with this. We learn and digest our lessons differently. So you can't force the healing process upon your twin. The best thing for you to do is to sort out the traumas and abuses that you have faced and realize that you're able to heal those things. And when you realize that there has been a pattern of not dealing with those abuses in situations of neglect, you're able to really heal that inner child. The parts of you that have been damaged and been carrying around pain and fear will no longer be able to exist within your paradigm when you decide to really take it upon yourself to heal during this process. Inner child work is a necessary and essential part of soul work. It reconnects us with that wounded aspect of ourselves, the child within. When we reconnect with this broken part of ourselves, we can begin to discover the root of our insecurities, self-sabotaging like patterns, phobias, and fears that we carry along as adults. And this symbolizes the true measure of healing that takes place in this space in your life. Learning to work with your inner child isn't about becoming childish again, not at all. It's about reconnecting with your childlike spirit. There's a huge difference between being childish and childlike. When you're being childish, it usually refers to negative behaviors, acting immature or naive. But being childlike is golden. It can be thought of as a state of innocence and trustworthiness, truly getting back to your divine original self, where you were able to really be open, just operate in wonder and amazement. So here are some helpful tips and mechanisms that you can utilize to heal your inner child. First of all, forgive. Forgive yourself and others truly lightens the weight of those childhood traumas and past pain. It all allows you to bring a greater appreciation for love and joy in your present. Love is truly the key to healing, so give it to yourself. Once you do this, you will begin to vibrate higher into an amazing state of bliss and love, and you'll begin to magnetize blessings and positive outcomes into your life. Communicate with your inner healer. If you have any mother or father wounds from your past, write a letter to them. You don't have to send it to them, but just write a letter explaining how you have felt and the things that you have needed most in your past but never received. This will definitely take the pressure off of your heart chakra and allow you to really heal and expand. Then write another letter to your inner child, your wounded part, but instead address them using 3 different ego personalities, that of the child, the adult, and the parent. And you don't have to stop at one letter. You can continue to write until you're able to really feel that pressure and that hurt release from you. Another healing tool that you can use is to look at old photos of your younger self. If you look at older pictures of yourself when you were just a small child, let those images really sink into your brain, because it will serve you well throughout the rest of your inner child work. Remind yourself of your innocence and the presence that you exuded during those times. Allow your mind to really take you back to that space and realize how beautiful and special you are. In addition to that, doing the things that you enjoy doing as a child. Take some time out and do the things that really brought joy to you. Even if it was being outdoors, playing with a kite, coloring, writing, drawing, dancing. Those things were pivotal within your childhood, and allow those same things to really take precedence in your life, to rediscover and connect with that inner child and that level of happiness that you felt. Also, utilizing positive mantras such as I forgive you, I hear you, I love you. By utilizing mantras on a daily basis, you'll be able to assist yourself with healing and replenishing your mind with positive thoughts. This will begin to really enhance your aura, which in addition brings about compassion for self and enhances your confidence. The last thing, but not least, is to meditate, pray, and visualize the life that you want. A mantra that I utilize often is, I experience a heaven on earth now. One of the most positive ways to reconnect with your inner child is to heal childhood traumas by being honest with yourself. Realizing that this journey is something that takes courage, and that if you are presented with this task, you have the ability to heal from this task. So visualize yourself enjoying your life with your divine masculine, taking trips with your divine masculine, laughing and playing and just enjoying your lives together. By making sure that you utilize visualizations in addition to meditations and mantras and prayers, it really helps along the process, so you're that much closer to your end goal, which is the union with your divine masculine. It's always important to remember why you began. this process allowed you both to really see different parts of yourself that needed to be healed. So like I mentioned in a previous recording, the whole purpose of this is because you two both have a divine responsibility, a divine purpose to serve in a spiritual realm, which is why the expectations of typical relationships are not the same when it comes to these type of unions. It's a very sacred union. And so if you need any assistance, I'm here. Reach out to me via my website, which is www.lovebeautyco.academy, and I'm able to assist you along this journey of really coming to a place of wholeness and true love. It's all within your grasp. It just takes you to really reconnect with your divine mother, divine father, the universe, and allow yourself to heal. And just remember that you do not need your twin in order to be happy. You're whole and complete, and this is why you're going through this process. You're a beautiful and unique soul on a consciousness evolution journey. So until next time, I send you love and light.